social media, watu wa social media kama bloggers na wengine, at least wapite on board, then we to negotiate penye tunaweza itoa, penye tunaweza ongezea na penye inastahili ibaki hivyo. Sometimes ni kama wanaiforce. Ukiona kama ile sheria yenye ilisainiwa na rais baada ya
cybercrime,
I think it was last month, hiyo cybercrime
15th.
Yeah, ilisainiwa tu after kutangazwa kwamba Raila amekufa ikasainiwa. Kumaanisha kulikuwa na kitu fiche ambayo labda wakutaka wa sign before. Kumaanisha sheria ilikuwa imepitishwa but wakutaka kusign before. So kumaanisha we are not included in these things. So I think kama vile wamesema media council suppose wa engage people kwamba sisi kama watu waandishi wa habari kwamba tuko tunaincludiwa katika vitu kama hizo.
Everybody is against the person we were talking about, whatever we posted. And then it happened that the story reached the person, a real person of course, and he was like, can you guys put down the story and I am going to pay you. So somehow it's like we choose to listen to the person and we pull down the story so that he can do something nice. And after we pull down the story, someone else contacted and said, guys, can you return that story? I am going to pay. So now we were left confused now, which person are we going to listen? So if I can say, I think now we don't have, we have not gotten the real answer. Of course, if someone tells you to put down the story, if another person tells you, return the story, I am going to pay. Who exactly are we going to listen? Of course, in this industry, of course, we're here to do the story, of course, experience our career, but also earn money. So sometimes we may weigh which person is going to be to pay a good amount, or is it good to accept the money? I don't have the answer for that.
Okay, I think one of the channel.
Ensure, or rather to at least try to ensure we're safe, we need to work with organizations like, we can try to strengthen the media council, those of us who are members, and for bloggers, you can try to strengthen Bloggers Association of Kenya, and also we can try to closely work with bodies such as LSK, FIDA. They can help us. We can, if we are facing the law, they can be on our side.
They want other people to come and fill in that gap of clarifying the A, B's, and C's in that law. So what does mentorship look like in the media space? Are you people getting mentorship from the veterans, or is it just closed? Because I know a lot of Gen Zs will complain, asana shida ya nyinyi millennials. Even though mnatuambia shida ya nyinyi millennials inakuanga kusimp. And I can't wait for the generation alphas to start telling you people shida ya nyinyi Gen Zs. They are coming for you. But let's talk about mentorship in your spaces.
Okay, thank you. Talking about mentorship, for myself now, I remember when I was still in campus, there was internship programs. So maybe I began from there. And then later, I don't think I had to survive on my own from there. Yeah, that's my experience.
Are you mentoring anyone currently, or do you have plans to mentor people? Ama wapambane venye wewe ulipambana?
No, I can't say that. We've got plans. I have plans to mentor someone. Maybe that's in future, maybe after I establish my company.
Okay. Sharon?
Okay, thank you. Mine is to say that mentorship, yeah, it's good, it's open, it's a mind opener. According to me, I can say that I have engaged a lot of mentorship, but when it comes to the media sector, truth be told, most of them are normally, for those that have attended, I normally find mainstream media, not even digital media. So I think there are much to be done on mentorship programs. And as per now, I have some of 3 people who I am mentoring, Yeah, and of course, I have something that I can tell I'm doing. So I'm trying to help them also too. Yeah, it's just about sharing ideas and also prosper together.
I think for me, what I experienced when I was still under contract, that was obligation for my mentors. They were obligated, she's coming after you. But now when I went independent, I was not particularly mentored. She's the one who actually welcomed me. It's not the mentoring. You just kuja nikuonyeshe venye kazi inafanyagwa and you're on your own. And I think I said for a lot of people here, that's what happened. And I'll be a little controversial here. The mentorship I almost received was from a male colleague. And the mentorship had demands on it. You give me this, and I think you know what I'm talking about. You give me this, and nitakushikilia mkono. I'll show you the roads. I'll introduce you to the right contacts. So I don't think that counts as mentorship. So for the most part in our career, we don't mentor each other. We just kuja nikuonyeshe how we do, and then you'll be on your own. Go introduce yourself, do your own thing. I just opened the door for you, but not necessarily mentorship.
So I want us to start with Sharon on this last one before we can get questions from the audience. There's a gap. There's a gap between mainstream media and digital media. Elon Musk said we are now the media. So anyone with a phone and a camera and maybe a mic feels like, I have something to say. But being a journalist comes with a code of conduct and some ethics and whatnot. How do we bridge the gap that is currently existing? And this, I think, is especially for the people who are still in school as they're coming out. What advice would you give them in terms of bridging the gap between mainstream media and digital media as pertaining to ethics and code of conduct? Because now in online spaces, anyone can say anything.
Okay, what I can stress on that is about the policy. MCK has got a policy for the media personnel, and so my advice to those who are upcoming, the media personnel who are upcoming, mine is to tell them that just be all round when it's come to video, when it's come to digital writing, when it's come to broadcasting, just be all round because nowadays, just as it's been said that there's a huge gap. Of course, there's a huge gap between mainstream media and digital media, and we all can't fit inside mainstream media. Yeah.
Upcoming ones, those who are practicing digital, to learn some basics in journalism, maybe to be more equipped.
Okay.
I also think at this point in the media spaces, we digital journalists are okay without being in the mainstream. We are very much okay. But the point is, I think the issue is on the media, the organizers, nataka media, nataka Citizen watano, nataka KTN watano. And then you're a digital journalist, si kukuita. Because you're digital. So the issue is not even, we don't want their space. We are okay where we are. We just want organizers, newsmakers to treat us as journalists, as professionals. And then there's also the fact of, he talked something about learning the basics. I think most of us feel, you see, we went to school. We went to school for 4 years. And then you come to our space, those of us who went to school, we have codes of conduct, we were taught media ethics, media law, we still have the MCK handbooks. You see, you didn't go to school and it's okay. You have mastered the art of journalism. Just get some basics on our ethics, on what to report. As we talked about sensationalism, it may sell, but you see, you're treated generally as a journalist. And especially in the digital spaces, now that is where the organizers, the newsmakers, they they wanatubagua, sorry. Because nyinyi watu wa online mnaandikanga vitu mbaya, you write controversial stuff. So you see, even from their end, when they, I'm liking the word, when they bagua us, it's because of everyone now is a journalist, which, I mean, it's okay, the cake is big, we can all eat the cake, but some level of professionalism, that's what we demand from those who are joining our spaces. From, you don't have any, anything, you've not learned media ethics, you don't have the MCK handbooks, we just demand.
I would assume these are the comedians that get jobs in radio stations. Nachoma.
Sure.
Nimewacha, but I've also wondered how that works. Because it's all right, I'm funny, you find me funny, it's important for me to bring my funny to radio, but at what point do we draw the line because of the ethics and code of conduct?